show where you need brains and balls. Today, our players will compete to roll down these big money cash lanes. The nearer they roll to the edge, the more money they earn. Stop their ball on the edge and they'll get thousands, but go over and they get nothing. Let's meet the players who today are going to push themselves to the edge.
I'm Ryan from Bournemouth. I run a digital marketing agency with my wife, and I went 10-pin bowling on the morning of my wedding.
I'm Dudley. I'm retired. I'm originally from Glasgow, and I was a navigator in the RAF.
I'm Laura, a marketing assistant from Birmingham, and I've lived in 3 different countries.
I'm Sammy from Kent. I'm a freelance writer for a competition magazine, and I enter around 500 competitions a week.
Welcome to you all, and very best of luck. In a moment, you'll each take to the lanes to roll for big money. The ball you need is trapped in your podium. I'm going to ask you some questions, buzz in with a correct answer, and you'll bring your ball up towards you. Once you've freed your ball, you'll roll down the shortest lane available. The shorter the lane, the bigger the edge and the better the odds of banking big money. So do well on these questions to give yourselves the best advantage on the lanes. 3 correct answers will release your ball. So is everyone ready? Fingers on buzzers. Which type of wooden shoe beginning with C is most... Yes, Ryan.
Clog.
Correct. Most associated with the Netherlands. In November 1992, which royal residence suffered a major fire? Dudley.
Windsor Castle.
Correct. What was the nickname of the snooker player Jimmy White? Ryan.
Whirlwind.
Correct. Ryan, you need one more correct answer to release your ball. Which blood cells defend the body against infection and disease? Dudley.
White.
White blood cells. Correct. You now need one more correct answer as well, Dudley, to release your ball. Which metal alloy gives its name to the era between the Stone Age and the Iron? Ryan?
Bronze.
It is the Bronze Age between the Stone Age and the Iron Age. Correct. And congratulations. You're rolling first on the green lane. Good, steady start for you there, Ryan. Now hit the edge in round 1. It's worth £1,500. You'll each have 1 roll to earn as much as you can. Whoever earns the least is leaving us. And Ryan, your very quick fingers and your general knowledge have got you the shortest lane in round 1. It's not very far, is it, when you stood there?
Doesn't look like it, does it?
No. Have you got somewhere you'd like to aim for?
Yeah, 12. I'm going to aim for 12, so if I overshoot a bit, then hopefully that wouldn't be the worst thing.
1,200 would be a very tasty start indeed.
Be a good start,
Ryan.
yeah, I'd be happy with that.
OK, if you're ready, Ryan.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Good afternoon, and first on the green lane is Ryan from Bournemouth. Eyes closed, getting in the zone straight away.
Looks good. It's heading up there towards the 12, but it stopped at 1,000. £1,000! Pretty good start.
Happy with that, yeah.
Not 1,200.
Nope.
But a big smile on your face, Ryan.
Yeah.
You've got going. Now we have 3 lanes still up for grabs. We've reset the podiums. Fingers on buzzers. In which Italian city would you find the Trevi Fountain? Dudley.
Rome.
Correct. In the nursery rhyme Hickory Dickory Dock, what animal ran up the clock? Sammy.
The mouse.
A mouse ran up the clock. Correct. Which alcoholic spirit made from fermented sugar cane juice or molasses originated in the Caribbean? Laura.
Rum.
Correct. If I was sitting in a chamber at the Houses of Parliament on a red leather seat... Dudley.
You'd be in the House of Lords.
I would be in the House of Lords if I was sitting in a chamber at the House of Parliament on a red leather seat. That is correct. And Dudley, you need 1 more correct answer to release your ball and roll next on the blue lane. The international dialing code for the UK is plus what? Dudley.
4-4.
Plus 44 is the correct answer, Dudley. Congratulations. You have released your ball and you will be rolling next on the blue lane. So, Dudley, with the fabulous exotic shirt on there that's making me smile today, to guarantee your place in the next round, you will need to roll £1,100 or more. He set the bar quite high for you, Ryan, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Are you going to go for that 1,100 and guarantee your place to the second round?
I'll be happy to match his 1,000.
OK, well, let's see how you do. Are you ready, Dudley?
I am.
Let's roll.
Retired RAF navigator Dudley displaying a steely determination. Can he successfully find his way up the lane?
Steady roll. It's moving up the cash zones. It's a steady roll and it scores £500. A little bit more welly next time, Dudley.
I think so, yes.
Are you happy with that?
Indeed.
OK, well, we shall see, because we only have 2 lanes left. Whichever one of you releases your ball next will roll on the yellow lane. The other will be left with the red lane. Fingers on buzzers. In Sydney 2000, Denise Lewis competed in which Olympic event? Laura?
Triathlon?
No, heptathlon. Triathlon's 3, heptathlon 7, and she got a gold medal as well. So you're now frozen out of the next question. Which book by David Nicholls is set on various St. Swithin's days? Sammy?
One Day.
Correct! You weren't sure, but you were right. Where did that come from, then?
Back of my mind somewhere.
Keep digging there, it knows stuff.
Yeah, I need to dig deep, I
You're
think.
back in the game now, Laura. Which 4-word term coined by Herbert Spencer was used by Darwin to describe the action of natural selection?
Survival of the fittest?
Well done, Laura. Correct. It is survival of the fittest. Is that the back of your mind as well that you're
It's
digging
working
into?
out word or letters.
Or the back of Sammy's? Which entrepreneur from Dragon's Den appeared as a contestant on Strictly Come Dancing? Laura.
Deborah Meaden?
Correct. It is Deborah Meaden. You need one more correct answer to release your ball. What type of raw fish is usually used to make roll mops? Laura.
Herring?
Correct. You've released your ball and you'll be rolling next on the yellow lane. Sammy, you've been left with the red lane. Laura.
Yes.
To guarantee your place in the next round, you need £550 or more. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to aim for?
I'll probably try. I know Sam's pretty good, so I'll try and get 1,000, 1,100 if I can.
Let's see how it goes. If you're ready, Laura, let's roll.
Marketing assistant Laura on the yellow lane. Taking her time. And getting that ball low to the ground for her first roll.
Steady. It's going to hit the cash zones, but it's not going to go very high. Well, that scored you £200. How do you feel about that, Laura?
Really disappointed.
And, of course, that means that Dudley and Ryan are definitely through to the next round. This is a head-to-head now, Sammy, between you and Laura, because to guarantee your place in the next round, you'll need to roll £250 or more. Have you learnt anything from Laura's roll?
I might give it a little bit more welly.
Okay. Let's see how you get on. Sammy, £250 or more to guarantee your passage to the next round. Best of luck. Let's roll.
Sammy from Kent has control of the game now, and Laura's looking very worried.
But is it going to reach the cash zones at all?
No! Oh.
That roll scored you nothing. So, at the end of the rolls, Ryan has £1,000, Dudley has £500, Laura has £200 and Sammy has nothing. So, Ryan, Dudley and Laura, you're through to the next round. Please return to your podium. Oh, Sammy. Unfortunately, you earned the least amount of money in that round, so you're leaving here with nothing.
That's
and
OK.
not much welly went on there,
No,
did it?
I know. I think I was more mouth than action there, to be fair.
Oh, well, I'm sorry we haven't got to know you a bit more, but thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
So, congratulations, Ryan, Dudley and Laura. You are through to the next round. Ryan, this is a break for you from your wife, and I mean that in the nicest possible way.
Yes.
You work together.
We do. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Does that ever cause any problems? Ever get on top of each
It
other?
has its ups and its downs, so to speak.
Yeah.
So we try and work in separate offices so that we're not completely sick of the sight of each other come the evening time.
Do you have kind of tea together at 11 and lunch together? And
Occasionally, yeah. Bit of cake, maybe even. Really pushing the boat out, yeah.
Dudley, you navigated planes.
I did indeed,
the
yes.
RAF. What kind of planes?
Well, I joined the Air Force in 1966, which was right, of course, in the middle of the Cold War. And the first aircraft that I actually operated on was the Vulcan bomber.
Wow. What was that like?
Exciting. It's the only plane I ever flew in where I sat backwards. Fabulous airplane.
High-octane job.
Yeah, and of course there's still one flying just now, XH558, which is going to be finishing flying this year, unfortunately, but very iconic.
So it's probably why you're so calm in this situation when you had a job that was so pressure-filled.
Gabby, don't let the outside frame fool you, because there's absolute chaos going on inside here.
Laura, you're a lady who's travelled a bit. You've lived all over the place.
Yeah, I've tried to get out when I can.
Where have you lived?
So I've lived most recently in Vancouver in Canada for 2 years on a working visa. And then I was lucky enough at university, I did an exchange to Deakin University in Melbourne on my second year, which was amazing. Love Australia.
Good stuff, and I'm no doubt you've picked up all kinds of general knowledge along the way. So we'll see if you can use it in our next round, because the money you earned is added to your personal bank. So, Ryan, you have £1,000. Dudley, you have £500. And Laura, you have £200. But only one of you can reach today's final and play for that money. Round 2. And we're shutting down the shortest lane. And now we're introducing danger zones, meaning any of the cash zones from £100 all the way to £1,300 could become a danger zone. If that happens, its value drops to 0. How many danger zones you face depends on how well you do in the questions. Release your ball first, and not only will you take the shortest lane with the biggest edge, but also no danger zones. This time you'll need 4 correct answers to release your ball. So fingers on buzzers. Who is the famous daughter of the former Blue Peter presenter Janet Ellis? Laura.
Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Correct. In web addresses, .dk is the country code for which European country? Laura.
Denmark.
Is the correct answer. What term for a left-handed boxer is also the title? Ryan.
Southpaw.
Correct, that is the term for a left-handed boxer and also the title of a 2015 Jake Gyllenhaal film. Which book by F. Scott Fitzgerald is narrated... Laura.
Great Gatsby.
Correct, is narrated by Nick Carraway. You need one more correct answer to release your ball. Which insect has varieties including honeypot, fire and leafcutter? Dudley.
Ant.
It is ant, correct. Which stage musical, co-created by Monty Python member Eric Idle, features the character Sir Lancelot, the Dudley.
Spamalot.
Correct, the homicidally brave. Which type of air cushion vehicle that starts with the letter H is used to ferry... Ryan?
Hovercraft.
Correct, is used to ferry passengers to the Isle of Wight. Acker Bilk is famous for playing which musical? Dudley.
The clarinet.
Correct, which musical instrument? Dudley, you also need one more correct answer to release your ball. What type of animal is the children's character Curious George? Ryan.
He's a monkey.
He is a monkey. You're all now needing one more correct answer to release your balls. The River Jordan empties into which body of water? Laura?
Red Sea.
No, incorrect. It's the Dead Sea. You're frozen out of this next question. What is the square root of 81? Ryan?
9.
Correct, Ryan. It is 9. And well done. You're rolling first on the blue lane. That was a comeback.
Yeah.
You didn't seem to be getting into that round at all.
Just, yeah, didn't know the answers.
And for the second time, you've earned the shortest lane available with the biggest edge.
Excellent.
Get your ball on the edge in this round, and it's worth £2,000. You each have 2 rolls, which will be added together. Whoever earns the least is leaving us. So, Ryan, where are you aiming to get that ball?
Yeah, 1,000 skywards.
1,000
Not too far,
skywards.
obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
OK. Fingers are going.
Yeah.
Is that a muscular thing? Is that you warming
Yes,
up?
my warm-up.
Okay. Well, it's worked well so far.
Yeah. Fingers crossed it continues to.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Finger warm-up complete. Ryan looking to hit the 4-figure heights he achieved in the first round. But that's a big bounce on delivery.
It's not big.
It's terrible.
It's not big. But it's earned you £350. Bit cautious.
Yeah, it's massively disappointing.
Well, you still have another roll. But
Yep.
first, there are 2 lanes left. And we've reset the podiums. Whichever of you releases your ball next will roll on the yellow lane. The other will be left with the red lane. And you'll both be facing danger zones. Fingers on buzzers. According to Margaret Thatcher's speech to the Tory party conference in 1980, the ladies not for what? Dudley.
Turning.
Correct. What name is given to the moving plates that make up the Earth's crust? Laura.
Tectonic.
Correct. If I were cooking a traditional Lancashire hot pot, what vegetable would top the dish? Laura.
Potato.
Potatoes. Correct. In 2015, the British fashion designer who received a damehood was Zandra what? Dudley.
Roads.
Correct. A man who knows his fashion. Which New York street gives its name to the stock market crash of 1920? Laura?
Wall Street.
Correct. 1929 was the Wall Street crash. Laura, you need one more correct answer to release your ball next. In the musical Starlight Express, the actors famously wear what on their feet? Laura?
Roller skates.
Correct, and congratulations, you're rolling next on the yellow lane. Dudley, you've been left with the red lane. So, Laura, you'll face 1 danger zone. Before you roll, we need to find out where your danger zone will be. It's moving up and down the lane, and it will stop when you hit that button there. Good luck.
Thank you.
£400 is gone now from your lane and replaced with 0. How do you feel about that?
Well, I was hoping to get a stronger shot than last time, so hopefully it won't be too much of a problem.
Last time you hit £200 and you were in the yellow lane, so
Yeah.
you know how this lane works.
Hopefully.
So you're going anywhere above 400, or have you got a specific cash amount in mind?
I was trying to go for the 850, 900 last time, so I'll try that again. Just sort of up to the top third of the board would be good.
Are you ready?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's roll.
Laura survived the last round, and now with the danger zone looming at £400, she's aiming to do much better with this roll.
Is it bigger? Is it bigger? Is it bigger? Oh, no! Laura, that roll scores you nothing.
Having a bad day, aren't I?
Oh, it was a bit more, Welly.
Yeah.
How unfortunate to be just enough to get in the danger zone. Well, look, all hope is not lost. And Dudley, you're on the red lane. You have 2 danger zones. They're going to animate up and down your lane. And when you hit that button, they'll stop. Best of luck. £850 and £500 have now gone from your lane and been replaced with 0. How are you feeling about that?
Well, I'm actually quite glad where they are because it gives me quite a gap in the middle to aim for.
Somewhere in between those danger zones is where Dudley says he's going. Are you ready?
I am.
Let's roll.
Dudley on the red lane, facing double danger zones. He won't want to repeat Laura's roll and land on one of those.
It's a good roll. It's going to hit the cash zones. Is it going to be enough, though? That roll scores you £200. You're on a cash zone. It's not quite up to where you said it was going to be, Dudley. A little bit too tentative?
Yes, I think I could have just given a little bit more strength.
OK, before everyone rolls again, let's have a look at what you've earned so far. Ryan, you've earned £350. Laura, you haven't earned anything. And Dudley, you have £200. Ryan, you're in the lead, but you haven't posted a massive amount there to take forwards should you get through to the next round. So are you going to give it some this time?
I'm certainly going to give it more. I think I thought that I was still on the short one, so I'll give it a little bit more beans.
And the fingers, are they going?
They're ready when you are. Yeah.
OK, Ryan, if you're ready, let's roll.
Deep breath. Ryan trying to get back into the zone. Can he send his ball to the top of the lane?
It's a bit more. It's certainly got a little bit more welly than your previous roll. And that roll earns you £850, which added to your previous roll gives you a total of £1,200.
Yeah, a bit better.
Yeah?
Yeah, happy with that.
Good roll. Is it going to be enough, though, Ryan, do you think?
Hope so.
Yeah?
It's putting a bit of pressure, and they've really got to get right up toward the edge. And obviously, anything can happen when you're going for such a small zone.
Well, the danger zones remain where they are, which means for you, Laura, your danger zone is there on £400. And to guarantee to get yourself through to the next round, you need to hit £1,300.
Yeah, judging on my skills so far, I think that's a big ask, but I'll give it a go.
Best of luck, Laura. Let's roll.
Thank you.
Well, the pressure is all on Laura. She has to bank a good roll for any chance to stay in this game.
It's definitely a stronger roll. Is it too much? Is it too much? Oh! Well, that roll scores you nothing, which means there is nothing more you can do now. Ryan is definitely through to the next round, as is Dudley. Pressure's off, Dudley, man.
I just go for the edge.
Yeah, it's a free roll. You've still got the danger zones there, though, at £500 and £850. And you want to be accruing a nice, tidy sum to be putting in the bank, don't you?
Yes.
OK. You ready, Dudley?
I am, yes.
Let's see how you do. Dudley, let's roll.
A pressure-free roll for Dudley, but with only £200 banked so far this round, he has to make this roll count.
It's not big. It's not big at all. Oh, Dudley! Well, that roll doesn't even reach the cash zones, which means you have a total of £200. So, with the two rolls added together, Ryan, you have £1,200, Dudley, you have £200, and Laura, you have nothing, which means Ryan and Dudley, you're through to the next round. Please return to your podiums. Oh, unfortunately, Laura, you earned the least amount of money in that round, so you're leaving here with nothing. And if that danger zone wasn't on £400, you'd be going through to the next round.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Laura, I'm very sorry. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
Goodbye. So congratulations, Ryan and Dudley. You're through to the next round. Ryan, you're a collector, I hear, in your spare time.
Yeah, lots of different things. Trainers are my main passion, so they are everywhere in
How
our
many?
house. About 85 pairs, probably, plus about another 25 flip-flops.
You can't possibly wear all of those.
No, loads of them I've never worn. They just sit in their box.
What, does your wife have a collection to match? Does she?
No, not well. She's got plenty of shoes, yeah, but not so much trainers. No.
She doesn't call that collection. She calls it a necessity.
Yeah,
if she's anything
absolutely,
like
yeah.
Yeah. Dudley, what do you get up to in your spare time?
Well, we just moved very recently in the last 20 months to Hubie, just outside York, and I got involved very quickly for some reason with amateur dramatics. So much so that I played the king in Puss in Boots last year in the pantomime.
And Dudley, you're incredibly steely, aren't you? You're incredibly focused when you're out there, we've noticed.
I'm just saying to myself, just do the best that I can. If I can do that, then this guy's hard to beat. He's hard to beat. He's in the zone, certainly, when it comes to rolling.
Well, you're silent but Dudley, we've noticed.
Silent but Dudley, thank you very much.
Don't write yourself out of this just yet. This is a great head-to-head, and the money you earned is added to your personal bank. So, Ryan, you now have £2,200. Dudley, you've got £700. That money is safely locked away in the bank for the final if you manage to get there. Round 3. And we're shutting down another lane. In this round, there's only one danger zone, and the player to release their ball first will control it and can place it anywhere on their opponent's lane. You'll need 5 correct answers to release your ball. So is everything clear?
Yes.
Yep.
Fingers on buzzers. If I'm listening to Robbie Williams' first solo UK #1 single, which song am I listening, Dudley?
Angels.
No, incorrect, Dudley. I'm listening to Millennium. You're frozen out of the next question. Which organ, beginning with B, is enclosed by the cranium?
The brain?
Well done, Ryan. Correct, it is the brain. And you're back in the game, Dudley. Will, Jay, Neil and Simon are a group of school friends. Ryan.
The In-Betweeners?
They are a group of school friends in the comedy series The In-Betweeners. That's correct. Which ancient Egyptian stone that led to the understanding of hieroglyphics is housed in the British Museum? No, it's the Rosetta Stone. Which group of mammals that include kangaroos and koalas typically raise their young in a pouch? Dudley.
Marsupials.
Correct. Pumpernickel, focaccia and baguette are types of... Ryan.
Bread.
They are types of bread. Correct. Which US president's portrait has appeared on the $1 bill since 1869? Dudley.
George Washington.
Correct. Which major river flows through the city of Budapest? Dudley.
Tigre.
Incorrect. It's the Danube. You're frozen out of the next question. Which member of the Black Eyed Peas became a coach on The Voice UK? Ryan.
Will.i.am.
Will.i.am is correct. You need one more correct answer to release your ball. You're back in the game, Dudley. In metres, how long is an Olympic-sized swimming pool? Dudley.
25 metres.
No, it's 50 metres, an Olympic-sized swimming pool. You're frozen out of the game. That was incorrect. Halloween is celebrated on which date in October? Yes, Ryan.
The 31st?
The 31st of October, correct. And you've released your ball. You'll be rolling first on the yellow lane. Dudley, you've been left with the red lane. So, get your ball on the edge in this round, and it's worth £3,000. You have 3 rolls, which will be added together. Whoever earns the most money in this round will be through to the final. And Ryan, for the 3rd time in succession, you'll be the first to roll, and you have the shortest lane available with the largest edge. Consistency is your watchword, is it?
Well, that and a fair deal of luck along the way as well, I guess, so far. So I'll be doing the same as every time. I'm just going to aim for 1,000 and hopefully get somewhere nearby each time to put a bit of pressure on Dudley.
Fingers going? Neck going?
Yeah, a little bit.
OK. If you're in shape and you're ready, let's roll.
Warm-up complete. Getting back in the zone. This is a longer lane for Ryan, but can he adjust? Oh, he's looking for that 4-figure score.
Oh, it's heavy.
That's way too heavy.
It's big. It's too big. And that roll, Ryan, scores you nothing. You look disappointed.
I am, yeah. I'm glad I've got another couple of hits because that was woeful, wasn't it, really?
Well, you now control a danger zone, and you can put it anywhere on Dudley's lane, from
Okay.
100 up to £1,300. So where are you going to put it?
I'm going to put it on 700, please.
And you're thinking?
I think that, you know, certainly when I've do it, you try and aim for the biggest possible space that you can. So by dividing it up equally. So
Try and mess him up as much as you can.
in the nicest possible way, yeah.
So, Dudley, in the nicest possible way, Ryan, in his attempt to mess up your roll, is putting the danger zone on £700. That is now lost from your lane. Its value now drops to 0, to be avoided at all costs. What do you think about that?
Well, I've got to go beyond that. There's no doubt about it. And I think I've just about got the measure of this lane because I've been lucky enough to play on it already.
Well, Dudley, best of luck for your first roll. Are you ready?
I am.
Let's roll.
Now with the upper hand, this is Dudley's chance to take control, using his experience to overcome any nerves.
Short last time. You're not going to be short this time. It's a bigger roll. It's a better roll. It's earned you £550. more like it, but you didn't get above the danger zone, like you said you would, Dudley.
No, but it gives me something to aim for in the next roll.
Always taking a positive out of it, I've noticed, Dudley.
Yes, trying to.
OK. Well, after the first roll, Ryan, you have nothing, and Dudley, you have £550. So, Ryan, we have a new scenario because for the first time in this game, you're playing catch-up.
Yeah, well, I've got to score, haven't I? So, and score pretty big, so that's a good enough effort to put a bit of pressure on me.
Where are you going to aim for this time?
1,000 every time.
OK. Fingers warmed up this time?
Yep,
Yeah?
good to go.
Let's go for it, Ryan. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's roll.
Aiming for the £1,000 mark. Aye shot, the inner pep talk is going. He needs to try and take back control with a big score.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's going to get up there. It's going to get up there. That roll earns you £750. What kind of pep talk were you giving yourself there, Ryan, ahead of that?
Just trying to, bit of visualisation. I'm trying to visualise that ball right at the top.
Well, you still have one more roll to come.
Cool.
But you have a choice now.
OK.
Do you want to keep that danger zone at £700 on Dudley's lane? Or based on what you've just rolled, do you want to move it somewhere?
No, I'll keep it where it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's leave it there.
OK. So, Dudley, he's leaving it on £700. Is that going to change the way you roll this time? You were a bit short last time.
No, I'll just put a little bit more pressure behind the roll and perhaps just past the 750.
Let's see how you do, Dudley. For your second time, let's roll.
Danger zone right in the middle of his lane, but if he repeats his last roll, he retains the lead.
Oh, it's not got a lot behind it, this one, Dudley. It's not going to make the cash zones. So that scores you nothing, and if we add that to your previous roll, you're still on £550. So after the second roll, Ryan, you have £750, and Dudley, you have £550. This has all gone quite nervy, hasn't it, Ryan? Now, you're back in the lead, which we know you usually feel quite comfortable with, and the smile's back on your face.
Well, yeah, ask me again in about 30 seconds.
Well, if you could hit 1,200, Ryan, you would push Dudley to the edge.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Are you ready, Ryan?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Ryan looking to compose himself. A good result now will give Dudley a mountain to climb.
It's a good roll. It's weighted well. It looks good. It looks very good. £1,100, which added to what you've already earned, gives you £1,850. That's your biggest roll of the day. When you were under the most pressure there, Ryan, you've come up to the plate because you've put real pressure now on Dudley. And you can add more pressure to Dudley because you can move the danger zone. You've left it at 700 for the previous two rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to move it?
Yeah, I will move it this time. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it as far as I can.
1,300.
Yeah, let's go there. Yeah.
You're going to put it at 1,300, knowing
Well,
that
12 isn't enough, is it? So then he's got to hit the edge.
Let's move the danger zone. So, Dudley, the danger zone is on 1,300. The only way you can get through is to hit the edge for £3,000 and you'd blast Ryan out of this game. Have you got that roll within you today, Dudley?
I'll soon find out.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
The highest amount Dudley has scored on the red lane so far today is £550. Now, only the edge will do.
It's got to be the perfect roll to get to the edge. It's getting up the cash zones. It's getting up there. But you needed more, Dudley. You got £800, which added to your previous amount gives you £1,350. So with the three rolls added together, Ryan has earned £1,850. Dudley has earned £1,350, which means, Ryan, you take what you've earned today into today's final. Congratulations. Please return to your podium. Oh, Dudley, you earned the least amount today, so I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing. You did give it a much better roll that time.
You did, yes.
But unfortunately, it still needed a little bit more welly.
Yep. You think it's easier than it actually is, and it's not. As simple as that.
Well, we've loved having that fantastic competition there, Dudley. It's a shame you've got to go, but I'm afraid you have. So thanks for playing and goodbye.
OK, thank you, bye.
Congratulations, Ryan. You've made it through to the final and you're playing for all the money you've earned today, which is a total of £4,050. Now, you could buy a lot of trainers with that, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll certainly be buying some if I win, absolutely, yeah.
What else would you do with that money?
Also, I'd take the wife to Las Vegas on holiday. So, depending on how much you win will depend on, well, will determine how nice a hotel and how nice a suite we have, I guess.
OK, well, Vegas is a good incentive, so let's see how you can do.
Thank you.
It's the final. And we're shutting down one more lane, which leaves only the red lane. We've removed the cash values from that lane, leaving only the edge, which is now worth all the money you've earned today. Stop your ball on the edge and you'll win £4,050. Go over the edge and you get nothing, but you have a chance to make it easier for yourself by answering some questions. Each correct answer increases the size of the edge. The more questions you get right, the bigger the edge and the easier your final roll. You have 75 seconds to get as many right as you can. Is everything clear?
Yeah.
Let's put 75 seconds on the clock and your time will start when I've read the first question. In 2010, Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith starred in a remake of which 80s movie?
Pass.
The Karate Kid. From which university did Prince William graduate in 2005?
Edinburgh.
Incorrect, St Andrews. In 2012, Carly Rae Jepsen had a #1 hit with Call Me What?
Baby.
No, maybe. If I was an artist creating a diptych, how many panels would I need to paint?
2.
Correct. In 2015, which planet was NASA's Messenger probe purposefully crashed into?
Jupiter.
Incorrect, Mercury. Madonna starred as Eva Peron in a 1996 film adaptation of which stage musical?
Evita.
Correct. What type of food from Melton Mowbray was granted EU protected status
Pork
in
pie.
2000? Correct. In football, who is England's most capped goalkeeper?
Peter Shilton.
Correct. Which bird has the longest wingspan?
Emu.
Incorrect, albatross. Pantalon is the French word for which item of clothing?
Underwear.
Trousers.
Oh, trousers.
Which actress won a 2012 Emmy for her role in Homeland?
No idea, pass.
It was Claire Danes. If I had pyrophobia, what... Your time is up. Well, if I had pyrophobia, by definition, I'd be afraid of fire. But the time was up, and I can tell you, you answered 4 questions correctly. Congratulations. Well, to see what that score has done to the edge, let's take to the lanes for the final time. So, Ryan, every one of your correct answers increases the size of your edge. Let's put your 4 correct answers onto your lane. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, you didn't look very happy with yourself, but
No.
now that you're there and you can see the edge, are you feeling a little bit more confident?
Nah, it's a long way, isn't it?
Well, you've never been on the red lane because you've led the way today and always earned yourself the right to roll on the shortest lane with the biggest edge. You're on the red lane for the first time. So you've got a choice to make, Ryan. You can roll for the full £4,050 with only 1 ball and attempt to hit the edge. You can take 2 balls, but that means you'll roll for only half the money, which is £2,025. Or you can take 3 balls, that's 3 attempts to hit the edge, but you'll be playing for 1/3 of the money, which is £1,350. What are you thinking?
Well, before I came, I thought that if I was fortunate enough to get to the end game, then if I want anything less than 6, I was just going to go for it and just have 1. But I also thought I'd get more than 4 questions right, in all honesty. So, and it's a lot longer than I thought it would be.
So, what do you want to go for? 1, 2, or 3 balls?
2, please.
You're going to take 2 balls and roll for £2,025. £2,025 would go some way towards a fabulous trip in Las Vegas, Ryan. Your rolling today has been fairly consistent, hasn't it?
Yeah, apart from that, a couple of duff ones. So that's why I thought if I go for 2, then if I mess 1 up, then it's not the end of the road just yet.
OK, it's time to take on the edge. For £2,025, Ryan, let's roll. Looks like it's a bit big. It looks a bit big.
Hard.
It's too much.
Way too hard.
It's over the edge. You knew the moment that left your hand, didn't you?
Yeah, far too hard, yeah. But that's why I chose 2, so that's cool. So I've still got a sniff, eh?
You've got to pull it back a little bit. You've got to rein it in a little bit.
Yeah, just a smidgen.
Have you learnt the lesson from that roll?
Yeah, don't throw it over the edge. You win nothing.
Something like that,
Yeah.
OK, you've got to warm the fingers up. That worked earlier on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Stretch the limbs out. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
For the final time, for £2,025, let's roll. It's a better weight. It's a much better weight. Is it good enough? Is it good enough? Is it going to stop? Oh! It looked so much better, Ryan. It looked like you've got the measure of it there. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ryan. I'm so sorry. You weren't able to hit your final edge, so sadly you're going home empty-handed, having led all the way today.
Yeah. Disappointed, obviously.
Thank you so much for being with us today,
thank you.
Ryan. We'll be back next time with more new contestants pushing themselves to the edge. Why? Because that's how we roll. Goodbye.